Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Oh, this Tesla stock is a lot of fun. We're looking at the 4 hour chart here. Oh, by the way, your fair opening price for Thursday is going to be 417.34. So we would have to gap down. It's currently 426.35. So we have to gap down a little bit. And I think you'll be surprised where Grandpa thinks we're probably going to go here. Little Cynthia, this is her one share that she's got. And she's up just about $87 on her one share. And Grandpa's talked about this before. And I'm going to get through these charts and all my stuff. But before I do that, I wanted to say a couple things. You have one share of Tesla stock, it can be life-changing for someone. I really, truly believe that. And so all that being said, Grandpa's gonna do it again. I'm gonna do, don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla share. Don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla share. You know, you see all these analysts and they all predict stuff, but Grandpa doesn't do predictions. Grandpa does forecasts. Forecasting is much better than predicting. It says in the Bible we're not supposed to be predicting stuff, so Grandpa don't anymore. But anyway, $1,000 is absolutely coming. We're going to bounce around back and forth with this stock. It's going to be a lot of fun. And after $1,000, you got a lot of them predicting. They're predicting, 10,000. And Grandpa agrees you're going to see 10,000. My timeline on 10,000 is a little quicker than theirs probably, but I made my case in a few live streams back where 7,700 is potentially coming to us in approximately 20 months to 24 months, which would be 2 years. And that might be on the conservative side. I was conservative. I should have said 8,000, but yeah, 10,000 is coming. And when Tesla was $20 a share and it went to 400, that was 20 times multiple of the price. And now we've stagnated all these years, 3-4 years, and she's the 400 mark, I believe, is the starting point, just like $20 was years back here. And I did a live stream on that. But regardless, if you take 20 times where we're at now, we're at 8,000. Oh, Grandpa, I can't do that. Well, I'm telling you, yes, it can. Good afternoon, Professor, Jeff says. Well, good afternoon, and he's going up to Pemina where it's negative 20 without the wind. That's not even wind chill. It's where this crazy guy is going with that semi. I hope he don't freeze up there. The truck freeze up, I mean. So, yeah, 10,000. But what Grandpa sees, and I might be light on this, Grandpa's always talking about 100,000. But I think now I might be light on that, because if you have 10,000 and we stabilize around 10,000 for a year or so, and she takes off, and this thing likes to move in increments of 20 times whatever the stock price is. That's how this bus seems to operate to Grandpa. Well, if that's the case, then come on, hang on a second. Come on in. We got company here. Hang on a second. I got to get the door. Grandma's downstairs. Joni, are you coming? Who is it? Okay, so anyway, I better get at this live stream here. I got interrupted. We got somebody here, and we got a blizzard. Who is it? Wow. FedEx guy's out in a blizzard. We got over a foot level of snow here in a whiteout blizzard. And the FedEx guy's out driving around in it. Okay, so we had a range today, high to low of $22.50. We had a high of $424.88, $424.88. We had a low of $402.38, and we closed at $424.77. However, after hours, we went up and we have a new high of $426.98. Just right after hours, it bounced up there, and it's hovering around up that way right now. The indexes were up substantially. The NASDAQ and the S&P, the Dow was down. But Tesla outperformed everything in the whole world again. Divergence, yep, volume was up by 4 million shares on higher prices. A total of 99 million shares were bought and sold approximately. And Grandpa would see that as just pretty much neutral at this point. Dominant trend is absolutely up. Okay, let's talk about this. Pivot point. Pivot point, your pivot point are, I might get it on this chart. Yeah, I can. Okay, so down here at 302.70 is your bottom pivot point, and we're currently looking for a top pivot point. Pivot points are very important. Jeff says it's very nasty wind up there, and he's pulling doubles with that mail. He's hauling mail for UPS, and them doubles, they go all over the road. They'll tip you over. It's nasty. I'm glad I'm at home talking Tesla. Okay, so 302.70 is your bottom pivot point. Our previous top pivot point was 367.20. And Grandpa's right currently at, the 326.98 or 327. We're $60 up from our last top pivot point. And generally with this stock, occasionally it'll move just like $30 or so. But generally it moves around $50. And a lot of times it'll move $60 and change. But it has the potential to move well over even $100. So I want you to be aware of that, and because at some point, is 426.98 going to be our new top pivot point? I was leaning towards 427, but as crazy as the stock is going, I'm almost leaning more towards a potentially 367.20, which would be $100 up from our previous top pivot point. And believe me, this thing has done it before, and it can do it again. So don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla stock. Don't sell your Tesla stock, whatever you do. Okay, upside resistance. Now she locked Murphy in the shed or in his room right next to me. He's standing in there barking. Then she runs off around the house, and I can't find her for help. Grandpa has no help. Nobody cares what Grandpa does. Okay, upside resistance. We have resistance at 427, obviously. That's as high as it's gone. You know, I'm going to tell you, I said this before in my last live streams. We have no resistance to the top. None. It's all psychological. 100%. There is no resistance above us. None. 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 It can just go and go and go. The only resistance we got is whatever the market makers give us. But anyway, so we have resistance, what you would call resistance at 427, 432.31, 439.84, and after that about 500 because it's a round number. Downside support. Now we do have support down below, starting way down at 350. We have very strong support at 350, 357. 387 is good, strong support. 397 is going to act as, well, actually, the 395, 397 area, if you see them numbers, I'm telling you, rob a bank and buy Tesla shares if you see them numbers. $400, of course, because it's a round number, and 414 because it's close to the all-time high previous to today. And so that'll act as support. And 417.34, and the reason that's support is it's our fair opening price for tomorrow. For Thursday is 4 set right here, this white. I'll make this thing bigger so you can see it. 417.34 right there. And if you want, you can look wherever you see one of these lines coming across. There's up above the price point, it's resistance. Down below, it's support. And but do I think we're going to see? We got to gap down quite a bit just to get to 417.34. Do I think that's possible? Absolutely, more than possible. Do I know for sure that we're going to go there with this crazy stock? No, I don't at this point. But I do anticipate a pullback, and I'm thinking it's coming tomorrow. The range I expect for Thursday, the range that I think we're going to run in is 407 on the bottom side to 442. Now, I'll tell you right now, Tesla is extremely overbought. The RSI 14 is 80. But that don't mean this stock can't go up to $700 being overbought. It can without a problem. It's just an indication, and a lot of traders watch it, and when it starts getting this high, you can just about expect some sort of a retracement. And it's a healthy retracement. It gives them, everybody gets all excited and gets some cheap shares. And at 407, cheap shares, 407. Hey, oh no, that was 409. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, 409. Okay, will we retrace the 395 tomorrow and the next day? It's possible. Earlier today I was more sure that it was probably going to, get down that 397, 407 area. But I'm almost thinking we might just bottom out at 407 if we even get there. And okay, so and the thing is, big money wants to load up, and they'd like to do it. I'll tell you where they want to do it. 387 to 400 area, possibly that 357, 350 area. They'd like to just load up. I mean, they could run us down there in a heartbeat, scare everybody to death. Everybody bail out of their positions. Once they get the bus rolling downhill, there's a lot of people that are long up here at 425, 426 area, and when they can scare you in a real hurry with a 30, 40, $50 drop in this stock is nothing. It's just nothing. So, you take $40 away from where we're at, and you're down at 390. So 387 area. Like I say, the fair opening price for Thursday the 12th is 417.34. We're going to have to gap down to get to it. Normally, I tell you that 419 is probably going to stop us. Like today, I was $1.90 short. I never did hit my fair opening price. It stayed above it $1.90 at the open. My fair opening price for today, which was, I could tell you quick, $400.52, and we had a low of 402.38, so I was $1.90 off or something like that. Elon's the first person to be worth more than $400 billion. His value, because of Tesla. And it wasn't long back, I think 3 weeks or so, Tesla hit a $1 trillion market cap, and about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, it was 2.2 trillion. And I can tell you right now, it's probably edging close to 3 trillion for a market cap on Tesla. Okay, so Grandpa's going to give you his real opinion on where Grandma's going to start buying some more shares. My forecast. Grandpa don't do predictions. He just calculates and does forecasts. 407 for Thursday. 407. If you see that number, buy, because on Friday I'm expecting 429, and then I'm expecting it to just get wild. I'm hoping that we will get this retracement. I'm hoping we don't go to 427, or what number was it? Grandpa can never find his notes. 470, 467, $100 up. And then they give us the $30 retracement, $40 retracement back down to the 430 range or 420 range, and then go back up to 500. Then give us a $20 retracement, then go up to 700, and then give us a $50 retracement, then go up to 1,000, and then give us $100 retracement to 900, and then go up to 10,000 and give us $100 retracement. Yeah, don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares. Don't blame Grandpa. Okay, well, it was quite a wild time. Yeah, we got an all-out blizzard. It's a whiteout here. And I ain't kidding. I couldn't believe that FedEx man stopped by. Yeah, Jeff, you be careful out there on the road. That's all I know about that. He's treasonous trucker. He's headed for Miami, Florida. He's smarter than all of us. And my oldest daughter rented a house down there for Christmas, close to some grandma's sister lives down there, and down in Florida for the Christmas holidays. We got other ones coming up here for Christmas. They're a little crazy. They like the cold weather. So I'll have a whole ton of grandkids here for a week. Should be about 11 or 12 of them. That's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, as wild as this thing is, to be safe, if you see 407 area, at some point you're going to buy. If you ain't got Tesla shares, or very many of them, you want to buy them. Everybody that's got their shares should be happy as pig in mud, so little Cynthia, she's got her share. She's going to sell it at 100,000 just because, But yeah, little Cynthia, she's holding out. She don't have that far to go. Just think what one share of Tesla can do. Yeah, 10,000's coming real quick. Hey, my sister called me today, my younger sister. She's a couple years younger than me, and we all grew up in Minnesota, and she told me about 7 of my classmates. I don't get the news over there, so I don't know nothing. But 7 of people I went to school with, a lot of them classmates, some of them within a year or so, they're all dead. I can't even believe it. In my mind, they're 15, 16 years old, because that's what you remember them as, people you went to school with, And she rattled off 7 of them that they're all dead from whatever, all different reasons. But people younger than Grandpa. As a matter of fact, I don't know if any of them were as old as Grandpa, not even close. But, yeah, think about eternity. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tomorrow night. Good luck with Tesla, you guys, gals.